Hey guys, this is Prelims, and I'm going to be checking out the International 2 preliminary games over the next few months for those busy workaholics who didn't have time to watch them all. I'll be reviewing them in between current tournament and league games. I was originally holding off on reviewing the big event, but there's not a whole lot going on right now, so I decided to get started on it. Well, let's begin with Zenith vs LGD, game 1 of 2. Notice that we're already 11 minutes into the game and no first blood has happened yet. But when these teams decide to do it, they do it big with a 3-on-3 battle and then 2 people coming late to make it a 4-on-4. LGD threw the first blood, but they lost Chow 8. However, they avenged their buddy in the long run and picked up a 2-for-1. LGD had to play their tri-lane pretty defensively, but when the creeps noticed a CK creeping in the woods, they hoped he didn't have his supports nearby. Despite Ice's rather tanky hero, it was no match for the multiple disables that LGD had. This is a pretty weak favorite compared to my others, but I chose it for a few reasons. One, because it was a pretty significant part of the game and really should have set the wheels turning for Zenith to win this match. 2, because XY steals Queen of Pain's ultimate and uses it to kill her. And, well, 3 isn't quite here yet, so we're gonna have to wait for that one. Zenith did lose their CK, which brought the awesomeness of this fight down a notch. But all in all, they did a complete team wipe, which is great for morale. Now, here's my favorite part of my favorite clip. As Rubik tried to get away, he popped his smoke right before the attack that would have killed him hit him. I mean, the timing was impeccable. It had to be far enough so the tower didn't cancel the invis, and he had to do it right before it hit. Wow. Zenith felt pretty confident in team fights, so they kept the pressure on. LGD rallied to defend their base, and they had all their ultimates ready as well. XY was a bit quick to steal a spell, so he only got Ion Shell. It would have been much better reserved for one of the AoE ultimates that LGD had on their team. At first, it looked like this fight was going in favor of Zenith, but with the help from the tower's attacks, it quickly turned in favor of LGD. Zenith had to run really far into the dire base in order to be able to kill heroes, so they were pretty aggressive and possibly they overextended themselves. So now each team have a wipe under their belt, and this game is evened up. So with that big win for LGD, they opted to go for Roche, but their party got crashed by none other than Zenith. Ice picked off a few of the support heroes and forced LGD to back off from the Roche. However, Sylar quickly took it upon himself to kill Roshan and snag up that Aegis before anyone could blink an eye. LGD grouped up and popped a smoke, thanks to the generosity of their support heroes. Seriously, they don't get enough appreciation in Dota. Ice was a bit too comfortable being so close to his base, both LGD nowhere is safe. With CK being down, LGD knew it was the optimal time to push into the base, and at least get a tower. Frost wards are great at that. A quick 280 gold for the LGD players, and a clean escape are their rewards. Well, poor Ice just didn't learn his lesson last time. This is pretty much the exact same scenario that happened on top, except less smoke involved. But again, his death gave LGD the opportunity to get yet another easy tower. This fight was interesting because Morphling still had the Aegis, but it was about to go poof, so it seemed like it would be in Zenith's best interest to wait it out a bit more so that they wouldn't have to deal with that Aegis. But they were smoked up and they were looking for blood. Well, they found it, lots of it. Despite Morphling having the Aegis, he didn't even need to use it. So either way, Aegis or not, LGD won this fight hands down. Not only did they completely wipe all of Zenith's hero, but Sylar and Yao both got themselves a double kill. Sylar was just beefy, and he was incredibly hard to take down, while of course dishing out a huge amount of damage throughout. Ice managed to take down Darkseer with his BKB popped, but after that, whenever he went after someone, they just simply ran away. Once his BKB wore off, LGD was able to nuke him down quickly. As Morphling got all those kills again, it was evident that Zenith was going to be fighting an uphill battle now. In this fight, I feel like Ice and XY just initiated too early. Perhaps they didn't see the rest of LGD there though. It's just that it took almost half the fight for Vino and Silver to get in there, so there was a lot of damage missing that could have helped Zenith win this fight. I feel like the same thing can have happened in the last fight too, with Zenith having one player who just went in too soon. Regardless, this miscommunication is really costing them, since Morphling got himself another double kill. Let's see if Zenith can pull it together for a comeback. That moment you realize you just suicided your bear that has Radiance, AC, and Phase Boots, and your cooldown isn't back yet. I don't know if LGD was tracking the cooldown of Silver, but they sure did take him down really anxiously, which makes me assume they knew it would be on cooldown. Regardless of whether Zenith had a chance of making a comeback before, this definitely sealed the deal. LGD was able to push into the base knowing that one of Zenith's heroes would be completely under par. Again with Rasta's wards, they were able to quickly take down the set of Raxes. As the cooldown of Spirit Bear counted down, LGD made their clean escape. Well, Zenith got off to a nice start, but after they lost some major team fights, it started going downhill for them. Morphling had a snowball effect going on, and in the end, he was just unstoppable. Well, we still have one more game to review from this set between Zenith and LGD, so we'll see if Zenith evened up the score to 1-1, or if they allowed LGD a clean 2-0 sweep. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there if you want to show me that you like my videos. Also feel free to leave some comments discussing the game or giving suggestions. I'm Privatitude, and here's your Thunder Blunder.